Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who's in front of a screen who can take lead? I'm on a device and not anywhere near my computer. So are one of you ladies able to do the reading once we do our 15 minutes of fame?
I can do it.
That'd be awesome. How was your birthday?
Oh, it was such a weird, rainy and gray day. But it was good. I
Good.
spent the day actually prepping a script and talked to a narrator friend of mine who's going to be my accountability buddy, and it was just a nice, calm. I treated myself to a nice dinner. I have plans with people over the weekend, so.
Sounds
Well, that's
perfect.
nice. Because not only do you get yesterday as a birthday, you kind of get an extra couple days.
Yes, exactly.
Nice. So are you 27 again?
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Twice now. You know, that's me anyway. Hey, does it take anybody else longer than 15 minutes to get into a? I mean, I squirm for 15 minutes and then we're done. I have a really hard time just sinking into where I should be to begin with.
some mornings it does. It kind of depends. Like the first morning, like I was so dialed in. Um, but I wasn't here for a couple of mornings because of my work job. And I found when I came back to it, it was harder in the morning to do that.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just,
that's what I've discovered too, is when I do it somewhat at the same time for somewhat the same amount of time on, regularly, it's a little bit easier. But any fluctuation in my routine with it, and I'm kind of back at ground zero. But
mm,
I'm getting better, or at least for my daytime meditation. My nighttime meditation, I'm good with that one.
yeah,
I
I'm
don't have
good
a
at
problem
that.
with I don't have a problem with physical squirming, but I have not yet managed to clear my mind. The thoughts are pretty much the whole time still, but so we'll see.
Okay, I feel better. I'm not alone.
Oh no, not at all. This whole practice, that's why they call it a practice.
Well,
The weird thing is it's made me conscious of the timing of the flight path because I live right near LaGuardia. And I just, I rarely get into the booth before 10 o'clock in the morning. I usually record in the afternoons and the evenings because I'm still at my support job. But I'm like, man, good thing I'm not a morning person because I don't know if I'd be able to record with all those planes flying
Yeah, those
overhead.
commuter flights are kind of a beast. I have to actually stop recording for about 2 hours in the morning to let all
mm.
the commuter planes go back and forth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's fun. I imagine they do it in the evening too, but I don't record them. So
So I just have a lot of traffic in the morning, and we used to live on a quiet street, and then the street they just built crap around us. So the
Uh,
mornings are just insane with traffic and motorcycles. I used to love motorcycles. Now I hate them all. Um, they're about as bad as leaf blowers.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I call it the rolling thunder.
yeah. So mornings are out for me too, and I don't even have planes. Well, we do have planes, but they're the big planes, and they're cargo planes, and they're way the heck up there. So usually we're right by a couple of Air Force bases, so we got a lot of planes and just a lot of stuff from the military. So, um, okay.
I have to admit this is a bit odd without a leader lady.
Um, Yeah, I thought she said Chris would be here to start us off and then we do the reading at the end. Because I
Yeah,
think
that's what. Yeah, it's kind of
reading,
what I thought too. So figure we'll wait a few more minutes for him and see if he pops in. He might be having issues this morning too. So,
yeah.
but yeah,
Has any,
if he doesn't pop in the next couple of minutes, Suzanne, either you or I can start doing the centering thing. Although I have no idea if I could pull that off. I don't know if I could do it without giggling.
how has anybody, I mean, I'm curious. This whole meditation thing is a fairly new thing for me. Desperately needed, I think, but still fairly new. Is anybody else like brand spanking new at this?
I've tried it repeatedly over the years, once at a time. I've gone to like a meditation class or a guided thing and never kept it up. So it feels brand new. 8 days in a row is certainly a new milestone.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty accomplished about that. I think I've missed like 2 days, but I catched it up, and I'm like, woohoo!
Yeah.
8 whole days.
Yeah, I've not been able to do it with any consistency, but I also, the way I started doing it was my first yoga teacher did a guided meditation at the end of class.
Mm.
And it really helped ground me in a way like nothing else ever had before. It's very different for me to just sit and be silent though. So it's much harder for me to do it without somebody guiding it.
Mm.
So that's the thing that I'm kind of, I'm hoping to instill. And ideally, I would like to do it in the morning and then also at the end of the day. That's really the practice that I would like to build. So we'll see. I'm hoping by the end of this month, it will feel weird if I don't do it.
Right.
Right.
I think that
I'm much like Suzanne. I'm
Mhm.
pretty much in that same boat. On my daytime, I got used to it doing guided meditation. I do a guided meditation in the evening to help myself relax, turn my mind off so I can actually sleep for more than 5 minutes. So I've got that routine pretty built up because otherwise I don't sleep. So that benefit is seen and known. But the daytime when I've never gotten into any kind of routine, done it with any regularity because the just sitting quietly for 15 minutes, yeah, squirrel, cat, literally. So yeah, that's why I was glad when Emily did this. I'm like, okay, 30 days. I'll do it for 30 days during the day and that'll build it, right?
That's a habit, right? 30 days?
Yeah. Is it 30 days or 6 weeks? I think it's 6 weeks to build a habit. So we'll have to keep it up for 2 weeks after we stop this.
Wow. I'm not sure I have that kind of patience.
It might be 30 days. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I read those stats.
Well, I'm sure it varies by person too, but I think I'm one of the same way. I'm get so stuck in my ways that building a habit is, I can do something for 30 days and then just put it aside and go, well, that was interesting. Move on.
Yeah.
So my husband's the opposite. He can get into something and he can just live it and then it'll be a habit and it's there forever. And I'm like, is that a guy thing? Because I can't do that.
No, that might just be a him thing.
And maybe a him thing.
Yeah.
Well, he can also fall asleep in like 3.2 nanoseconds. So
Sleep in the sleep of the just.
oh my gosh.
So that's the problem.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, I've been listening to a lot of meditations. I got this Mind Valley app, which was stupid expensive, but I'm trying to get my money's worth out of it. But they've got all kinds of classes on meditations, and I've been doing some hypnosis I don't think I can be hypnotized. I don't think I settle down enough for that. But the meditations from Mind Valley are generally really, really good. I've been surprised. Um, I think my favorite is Marissa Peer, if anybody's heard of her. But she's on YouTube, but there's all kinds of good stuff she throws out there. So I've been doing like meditations at night. I don't think I've actually heard any of them all the way through. I go to
Mm.
sleep and it's great. So if nothing else, it's sleep therapy.
Yeah, and that's how I built my nighttime practice, is exactly by starting that way.
Yeah. Well, that encourages me because I'm hoping to really,
Yeah, that's how I started my nighttime practice, was with YouTube sleep meditations.
there you go. Okay. Nice.
I have a little app called Insight Timer, and some of the things and courses on there are free, but there are other things that you can do that are not that. And sometimes, there are sections that are just music. So if
Mm.
you want to just play, it's a little bit more like the music I used to use for Reiki and stuff, and it's very soothing and relaxing, and it kind of helps activate those portions of your brain and soothe. So I've actually found that helpful, but I don't use it on a regular basis. So that's the thing.
Right. Right.
All right. So we are at 9:13. So we should probably just,
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So are we reading first or are we doing that at the end?
well, I don't see anything to read. I don't see whatever the reading material was supposed to be. It's not posted.
It was at the bottom of the email she sent us.
Oh,
Saying,
Yesterday's email?
No, I
yeah.
think it's I think she posted something in the group.
Yes.
as well. It's
Oh,
also at the
okay.
bottom
I see
on the
it.
email that says day 7
Yeah.
audio is up and a note for day 8. There's a little thing at the bottom. So,
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
Yeah, I've got it.
All right, I have it. If somebody else wants to try to start us off, I'll do the reading. Is that fair?
Go. Are we ready? Let's go.
okay. All right. I'll take us in and then start the timer. And then do you want to do the reading at the end, Suzanne?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. Then I'll settle us in and start the timer. And then when the timer comes off, I'll try to bring us back in gently, and Suzanne will do the reading.
Sounds
right.
good.
So this is my first time leading, so bear with me as we settle down, breathe a little bit, bring ourselves into ourselves. As Emily asked on that first day, what if we take a step back from ourselves? Just take a step back, take a step inside, and settle and center. Find your breath, become the pool, and allow your thoughts to flow through you and flow by you. Don't attach to anything. Let things fly by. As you notice attachments, return back to your center. We'll start a 15-minute timer and begin.
Okay. All right. Let's all come back a little bit calmly. Step back into ourselves. Come back to reality. Come back to the world. Come back to our day. Open our eyes. Give ourselves a little pat on the back for making it through another week. Get ourselves prepared for another day. And Suzanne, if you're ready, you could take it away for us.
Okay, great. This is a reading from The Art of Communication. Our communication is not neutral. Every time we communicate, we either produce more compassion, love, and harmony, or we produce more suffering and violence. Our communication is what we put out into the world and what remains after we have left it. In this way, our communication is our karma. The Sanskrit word karma means action, and it refers not just to bodily action, but to what we express with our bodies, our words, and our thoughts and intentions. Thinking is already action. Even if you don't see its manifestation, it is there as powerful energy. Thinking can push you to do or say things that are destructive, or it can create a lot of love. Every thought will bring a fruit, sometimes right away, sometimes later on. When you produce a thought of hate, anger, or despair, that thought is a poison which will affect your body and your mind. When you produce a thought that is full of understanding, forgiveness, and compassion, that thought will immediately have a healing effect on both your physical and mental health and on those around you. Thinking is the first kind of action because our thinking is the basis for how we affect the world. Great passage.
All right. Lovely.
Thanks,
All
you
right,
guys.
thank you,
Thank you guys for leading.
ladies. Thanks. Hope
You don't-
everybody has a great weekend.
Yeah, well done. Way to step up. Thank you.
Thanks. It was a
Bye, guys.
little sudden, but yeah. Hope everybody has a great day. Take care.